In the past, I've created tech support workflows using a variety of tools. For example, I've built um, smart forms inside of G Suite so that users can just use a Google form, and on the back end, IT, maintenance, and everybody has kind of a management console for managing issues. And it's really fast because it's already grabbing their credentials, it's already grabbing their email, it's simple for everyone to use. And it's got a nice tagging feature so you can assign work, mark it complete. It's really good. And I was also building a lot of stuff in SharePoint for Microsoft doing the same thing using workflows. However, that tech is a little outdated and it does require Windows. So I started messing around with Microsoft Forms and Microsoft Flow and Excel, and I was able to put together a similar system. Uh, and it's comparable to what I was doing in SharePoint. I'm sure you can do more with this. It was pretty easy to set up once I got the hang of it, and I just want to review with you how it works. All right, the first thing you need to do is make your support form. And this is just an example form, and then you need to submit one response. From that response, you're going to get this option to open in Excel. Unlike Google, so with G Suite, you can do this, and when you open in Excel, it opens it in your Google Drive and creates a new form for you, so a lot of the work is done for you. But with Microsoft, you can't do that. You need to open this in Excel first, and then what you want to do is you want to copy all of the headers. So you want to go in here and you want to copy all of these headers just from here to here. And then the next thing that you want to do is you want to go into OneDrive and make a folder. I made a folder called 0_support data and make a new Excel sheet. And in that Excel sheet, you want to paste those headers. So when you're done, it would look like this. You're going to paste your headers in. All right. Then you need to make sure you have a Microsoft Flow or Power Automate, whatever it's called, subscription, and you go in. And I am just going to leave this up for a minute. You need to build a new response from your form. You make sure your form's name it has a name. You want to use apply to each so that it works in a loop. And here are the other parameters: get responses, send email notification. So this is actually going to notify everybody in tech support, so I can just keep adding emails here. I even added an email outside of my domain, and it did work. It did notify me outside of my domain. And you can put all the information in. And then you want to add a row into a table, and you want to select your Excel sheet. Now, when you make your Excel sheet, one thing you do have to do is you need to open it in Excel and name the table. If you're not sure how to turn your worksheet into a table, that's an additional skill. But if you know how to do that, you name your table, and then you need to give your sheet down here a name. It's important, or the Microsoft Flow does not work correctly. All right. So after everything is connected, I'll show you how it works. So this is a support form. I'm just going to put printing not working. I need help. Has it happened before? Yes. Can use Microsoft Teams for remote support? Yes. And submit. So this is the user. They've submitted a response. And now I'm going to go over here and boom, here's the response. So imagine everybody in the tech support is shared on this spreadsheet. They are all going to get it. And then what I did here is I added 2 columns for status and triggering. And I made these frozen. So when you freeze it, it's going to automatically pull your dropdown. So you don't want to like populate this dropdown. If you do, it will create an issue, because what this is doing is it's counting rows. So it's going 0, 1, 2, 3, etc., just like an array. And within that array, it's saying what's the last position, and it's going to post to the last position. If you drag this all the way down, you actually put null data in these, so it will post at the bottom where you leave off from your drag. So you don't want to do that. Anyway, I put some conditionals in this, so like if this is completed, it will turn green. If I can't solve it, it goes red, and if it's in progress, it's yellow. Um, Triggering comments are kind of interesting. So what you want to do here is you can put a person's name if you want. So let's say I want to send this to myself, and then hit comment. When this comes up, you can put at and then anybody in your organization. But the great part about this is what you've actually done is you assigned this task to somebody. So they're actually going to get this as a task. You could trigger, if you wanted to, you can just trigger the problem here, add a comment, and they're going to get notified and they're going to get assigned. It's not as slick as the Google form, but it does work. Now, it's possible to use Microsoft Flow to do this as well. So in Microsoft Flow, you should be able to grab this table, choose this column, and basically build some logic to notify people. You don't want to go too far until you see how far you need to go, because you can work on this stuff for days and days. I've spent months working on workflows and smart forms, so you want to take it a little bit at a time and just kind of upgrade it as you need it. So I hope this was helpful. If you need help building something like this, please reach out.